We're standing in front of the entrance to the Sports Museum. This is actually entrance to our Reese Cultural Center, which has 3 other floors in the building. The Sports Museum is on, really, that's the 2nd floor, but from this area, it's the 1st floor. There's one below it. And standing with Bill, and we're very proud. He and the Sports Museum are extremely proud of this program that he mentioned about, the grant and the Ralph Holt Learning Center that we have in place. And we have, of course, it's handicapped equipped, as far as the ramps. There's one in the back that also goes into the back portion of the building. And the Sports Museum covers this entire 1st floor. So we will walk in to it right now, and then I'll turn the mic over to Bill, and then we'll meet his lovely wife and her sister. Oh, your sister. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. And this building was built in 1958. We did do repairs to the roof. Like I said, we're hopeful to get some water back in. Actually, the line that connected the building, we just have to do some plumbing work where pipes froze the first year I was in office in 2018 in the basement. But anybody that really wants to volunteer, come on out. Also, you can volunteer to help us with the grounds, around the area, these beautiful grounds. We do have a lot of overgrowth, that's here, and want to spruce it up. I had donated a magnolia tree. We, could actually probably use some chrysanthemums, for our potters and so forth. But anyway, let's walk inside, Bill, and we'll talk to the residents some more there.
Good morning. This is Bill Ponte. I just want to show you a little bit we're inside the museum now. Now, the museum is the Sports Museum of Dutchess County. What we are spotlighting here are the people that were born, raised, and worked in Dutchess County before they became famous in their sport. The people that you see here were all from Dutchess County. These were the people that made it to the top, okay? Even like a Joe Panic that played in the World Series, Richie Rinaldi who played in the NBA, people like this, Monty Stickles who played in the NFL, Debbie Thomas who was an Olympic skier, or a skater rather, okay? Let me just show you around a little bit here. This was a room that we put together. It was an empty room. We got some seats from theater seats. We made this a theater room. Our plans are to show on the screen sports movies, things like that, so that people can see them. That's something that's totally new, okay? This is our main room. This is our main aisle. This is a list of the people who have been put in the Dutchess County Sports Museum Hall of Fame. Most of the people on this list were people that were volunteers, sponsors, not the athletes themselves. These were the people behind the scenes of sports, okay? These were the people that made it possible for these athletes to make it to where they were, okay? Now, going through the museum, you'll see the difference, but you'll see these are highlights of people from Dutchess County. Okay, Ray Billows, Richie Rinaldi, made it to the NBA. This is what Monty Stickles looked like. Now, if you look at the size of a man like that, and he's running up against a 160-pound linebacker, the kid doesn't have much of a chance, okay? This is Milio Bettina. This man was from Beacon. He was the world light heavyweight champion in 1939. He's the only world champion, I believe, that we have from Dutchess County. And he was, he was a credit to the sport. He's in the Hall of Fame, the Boxing Hall of Fame. Here's a picture of Debbie Thomas. She was a skater. Come in here. This is what we're really proud of. This is our room for children in sports. That's my sister Mary. These are computers that we purchased with the grant. These are some sports-related books. Actually, they have sports, but a lot of them are adults can be interested in them too, okay? That was really, really a nice touch. What we plan to do in this room, I talked Sunday to Ralph Holt's sons. There's a lot of pictures of Ralph with kids and things like that. We plan to put them up on the walls here. Ralph was an outstanding man, as Dick has said before. So, you know, it's something that's well worth it. And I think the kids can get a lot out of this. So
and if we can get more, donations and contributions, we can expand this. We can also have our little cafe open up. We get the water and heat in here, so year-round program. I've also talked with the county executive. They in Poughkeepsie, they're taking over the old Y, creating a youth innovation center, and my idea is a hub and spokes, and so this could also be one of the spokes, since we're down here in Southern Dutchess, so I think this is really the cornerstone of what we hope to be a much more expanded program, going in the future, which is one of your dreams for the Sports Museum, looking at the athletic aspects of extremely talented communities here in Dutchess County, north and south, all locations.
This is a bowling room. And actually, these were bowling balls I used to use myself at one time. These are softball trophies. Most of these are from the teams that I coached when I was coaching girls softball. And you can see we did very well. Okay? This is the Fast Pitch Hall of Fame, a lot of tremendous ball players there. This is something we're very proud of. This is the little Bra House team. This was a fast pitch softball team, okay? These guys are not professionals. These guys worked during the day. They used to practice at nights. They used to go to tournaments on weekends. There are thousands of softball teams in the world. For 2 years, these people were ranked number 3 in the world out of all those places, of all those teams, which was unbelievable. This is one of the things. These are some older pictures. These are when people come in and say, my God, that's me when I was 24 years old, that type of deal. So that's something I get a lot of use out of. There's Tyler Adams, the young soccer player. This is a room here we're working on. This is going to be the baseball room, okay? That's in the process, okay? This over here, there's Joe Panik. This was a picture of him in the World Series when he played for the Giants. And here it is. This is the ice boat, or as they call it, ice yacht, okay? People used to sit in this thing, and it could go 95 miles an hour on the Hudson River. Unbelievable. I mean, just by looking at it, to think that that could do that back then.
Yeah. And actually, I understand there's still another post for the sale and so forth. This is not all of it.
This is 4 pieces. This is 4 pieces put together. This is Emilio Bettina. He was the man that was the light heavyweight champion of the world from Beacon, as you can see there from Beacon.
And the Bettina family has had a long history of dedication, community service. Of course, we had Vinny, who had been a board member, and also our highway superintendent, who passed away suddenly not too long ago. Of course, his sister, Angela, is on our board, and she was on planning board, and so the family has made huge contributions to our community.
Oh, Vinny was on the board when he passed.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
He was, very popular person. Here's the newspaper coverage of that fight he had back in '39. This is when newspapers were newspapers too.
Yeah.
You know, they don't have that anymore. These are the pictures of that sign that I showed you when you come in. These are the people that have made our Hall of Fame, okay? There's a lot of people here, because you can see a lot of those people have passed on, but a lot of these people here, when people come in here, when people come in to tour the museum, there's not too many names that are not familiar to them. It's, you know, that, oh, that's my son's coach, or that's, you know, whatever like this. These here were from the Negro League, okay? This is actually one of their uniforms, shirts. It's an all wool. You can just imagine playing with this, you know, on summer days, okay? Come on in here. This is our gift shop. There's some older pictures. These are more the people that you recognize, your Lou Gehrig's and Babe Ruths and Mickey Mantles and stuff like that.
Did you mention, you know, that we have T-shirts and caps?
Well, I'll get This is our hat, which up until, you know, if you see me any other day, I'll have that hat on. We had these T-shirts made up. This is our new logo, okay, with the date on it. Okay, these are shirts that we had made up a couple of years ago over here. These just, you know, we do well with these shirts. People like them. We have some books here that, you know, we sell. They're in sports. These are all to do with local people in sports, okay? Dan Brothers and, you know.
Yeah. You're right.
These are skis a man dedicated to us last week. I really don't know much about them yet, but they're here. So they look interesting. And a couple of the people that saw them think they were great. Okay, so. I said, usually when we're doing a tour, it lasts about 45 minutes. Okay? We're a little bit quicker today, but a couple of the stories I didn't talk about because of what we're doing.
I think it's great, Bill, and thank you, you know, for taking us on this shortened tour. And so I hope that all of our residents that would like to learn more about sports, both the people that have been visible at the back and all the heroes behind those people, come on out. You know, this is a tremendous asset in the town. We're very fortunate to have it here. Need more volunteers, need some help, you know, with donations. And the more that we can have as far as the volunteers, and the more events, activities we have, which one of my dreams is to bring the 5K back here, you know, to Carnival, have a special one, you know, for the Sports Museum. So again, thank you very much for coming out today and talking with us.
It's wonderful to have you. Again, you know, we're trying our best, which we're doing very well. And again, with the lovely grounds. It was breathtaking.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Take care. Have a good day.
Take care.
Bye-bye.